Loki there. What's going on, Poor Joe?
Yo.
Everything is everything.
Yeah. Hey, see what happened? Reading is fundamentals for you.
He said, so that means...
He said, turn your camera to the side to join. And I'm like, why? And no, it won't. But it's okay.
You gonna hear me good?
Yeah, good. I can hear you good. Oh, shit.
All right, boom. Poor Joe. Years now. I asked you to interview you years on my radio show.
Man, don't do me that. Don't do that.
Funny happened.
Yeah, it'll take a long way to count 100 pennies, you know.
He said how much penny. Hey, it's something else, bro. Hey, man. Hey, thanks for taking your time, man. Because I know you're a busy man. You get your thing going.
Yeah, man. Got a lot going on, man.
So what you got drinking tonight?
This is my special drink. Kind of low-key famous in St. Croix, a little bit. I probably tooted my own hand a little bit, but it's okay. This is banana crucian and ginger ale, right? And when you drink it, it reminds you of brown soda.
What kind of vanilla crucian you said?
Banana crucian and ginger ale.
Oh, that's a good mix. Because I don't mix banana. I don't mix banana with the ginger wine too. That'll be a good mix too.
Oh, I gotta try that. See what happened? This was a mistake. I was in how I get a story with this? Okay, the story. Let me get it together. Okay, good. So I've been DJing Club 54. That was Legacy Lounge. I think it was named Legacy Lounge at the time. Old 54. And I tell him, man, I want something with Sriracha Sprite. And the man bring me this banana crucian and ginger. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I'm like, what? No, this tastes good, man. Even that. That's caught to the DJ. So I mean the bartender. I don't drink.
You gotta watch out with Cotton. Cotton mix anything.
He'll be wilding. You gotta watch it good for true.
Telling you.
He'll be wilding.
Hey man,
he'll be wilding.
I just letting everybody know the Red Hat won't plan. Let them know the Red Hat won't plan.
Oh heck! Wow.
Let them know.
I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that until just now. That's dope. That's super dope.
So Paul, you're telling people where you're from, man. Where you from and saying?
I am from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. More importantly, well, more specifically, West Side, Campo Rico. I grew up in Concordia, William, all the West Side, man. It don't even matter. Frederick said.
All right, so you're born on St. Croix, West Side, right?
Yeah.
First thing I want to know, because we have a big debate about Apollo Legion. Right, that's what you pronounce it, Apollo Legion.
Yeah, Apollo Legion.
Where you come from?
Okay, so I come from my nickname. My nickname is Pollo. I was sketching out a design for a while. It get more to the backstory, but I can just skip forward because I don't want it to be drawn out. I was sketching out, and me and my friend Rizal, we had started the business together. He was like, we were drawing it out, and I was like, hey, Pollo. And he came up the word Legion. And I was like, that, man. So when I was drawing it out, when I was writing it out, I had the A hyphen Pollo, and then I tried, and then I put it together, and I'm like, wait, that's Apollo, man. And I said, that's dope. I said, keep that. And then he came up with Legion, and I was like, keep that. Because I feel like some of this stuff are redundant. That's like saying, yeah, I go in and reverse backwards. Duh. It's only one way you could go if you go in reverse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
you're killing them. You're killing them.
So I know some of the people probably saying like, man, this man think he's a smart ass. He just did saying that should achieve it. No, but to me it didn't make sense. I didn't want the word Apollo Legion apparel or clothing. That's the mission. That's the whole mission. But I like Legion, and then when he broke it down to me, and we did more research. Legion meaning a large body of people. It also means the elites of a certain kind. So you would be, for example, you would be in the elites of radio broadcasting or communications or cigars. The legion of cigars.
My mother want me put these things on just a chill. Okay, it's just a chill. My mother want put me these put it like. But how long? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was asking how long ago you was like getting into this merch thing. Like how it happened. You say I was there putting the name. The name is one thing. But then now Apollo.
The name was this.
Let me tell you a story first, right? How I get to know. So I managing in St. Croix, and the employee just bring this shot that say Apollo Legion. It was a salmon color, coral or something like that. And then
yeah, man.
And I was like, but this is a nice font. I like the font and everything. And I was like, yo, this is a dope shot. And that's how I find out about you. I think you come from behind and like, come from behind and just start to deal with this merch thing. But how you decide to just go with merch?
At first it started when I was DJing, and I had print a shot saying I went to house of printing. Shout out to Christina over there. I went to house of printing and I print a shot that said Kylo, my boy Kylo did one for me. A sound tag, God rest his soul. Pollo run through no man stop frassing. I print that on the shot. I had my booking information on the back. So I just trying to hustle and promote myself. And then it grew from like, okay, well, I want a shot too. And I did it in colors to match my like I a sneaker. I wasn't a sneakerhead, but yeah. I have a lot of sneakers. So I like colors. I like colors. So I buy them, I made them in different colors, and then it started growing from 1 person, turned to 3, 3 turned to 10, 10 to 100, and then it was like, you know what, you should start your own clothing line. And I said, I sit down and think about it, and I'm like, if I gonna do it, I gonna go hard with it. I gonna make sure it's professionally done, come out with a proper name, not just any knockabout overnight success. So Apollo Legion itself been in the work, so I would say 6 months to a year before it came out.
So you were just sharing it with your friends and saying, hey.
Yeah, like the supporters, like whenever I DJ, it has certain people that till this day, that's like 4 or 5 years ago, still have my first shot when I was DJing, and I just use that there to promote myself. I'll go in UVI, develop a fan base there, and I did that to promote myself because, believe it or not, that's how I pay for my tuition. I was playing in the band, I was DJing, I was hustling. I just wanted to finish college. That's all it was. I just wanted to finish college. I hate to quit things. I hate to give up. So I said, well, let me try and finish at least this part of my life.
Most definitely. Are you a DJ too? I didn't even know you're a DJ.
Yeah. I like the behind the scenes kind of guy. I don't want to be too much in the clubs. I just did a wedding last weekend. I got parties coming up this weekend. I like the private parties, baby showers, weddings, birthday parties, and the list goes on.
Okay, you create a playlist on your iPad and you bring it.
Wow.
Nah, man. That's not cool. You know you DJ, so not cool. Into things that people might not know about you, right? Because I don't do my research, but I do my research. Don't mind me. Well, so you finished college and then you went to become a teacher, an educator. What happened with that?
Wow, that's a funny story. That's a real funny story. I gotta thank Kylo, man. I got rest his soul. This man. So, this was after the hurricane, Maria. Things that slowed down. The band wasn't playing, and we were sitting down on the porch talking. We were like, man, let me just get like a little job. I applied to be a monitor, believe it or not. Don't tell nobody this. We applied to be a monitor, right? And we said, yeah, man, it's going to be some little easy money. All we got to do is tell a little backside, go to class, part a little fight here and there. We plan the weekend, we good to go. We not genius. And then when they get called for the interview, they were like, wait, you have a degree, man. And you're very good. Like how I presented myself in the interview, they couldn't believe it was the same person. I said, I mean, I want to try, and they were like, you want to try teaching? No, they sent me straight up. If you apply as a monitor, we won't give you the job. You apply as a teacher, we'll hire you. Because we need teacher, we don't need monitors. So I said, okay, well, I'll give it a try.
And it worked
My
out.
degree,
You go ahead.
my degree worked out in my favor because I was I was overqualified for the position because of the amount of courses I had to take, I was required to take in that subject.
But that
I was more
overqualified,
than qualified.
I never understand overqualification. You know, when people
Okay,
say you,
more than qualified. I wasn't over, but it's more than the average that's needed.
yeah, I don't hear that. I don't know what I mean. I guess employees are used that to say, we,
Overqualified?
yeah, I,
More
so
than
you were teaching.
capable. Yeah, let's use that word.
What school you teaching in and what grades?
I was teaching at the educational complex, ninth grade. I only taught ninth grade English.
Okay. And how that work out, like the scheduling with your busy schedule? How that work? Like you're teaching in a week, you have to go to school, and then you got your business to run, you're a musician, you probably get gigs. How you work that out?
Yeah, so it was crazy, man. A lot of the times, my mother, my friends would be like, "How are you even up? Like, how are you up? You did not sleep." So it would go. I would wake up 6 in the morning, 6 a.m. to get ready for school. Be ready. Be at school for like 7:15. Finish at 3. Open the store at 4. Close at 8. Still have the grade papers. Do whatever it is. Practice and sometimes we will practice in the night. So I would just tell them all I need is like 4 hours of sleep, and I good for like 2 days.
And that work
Because
out.
the band, yeah, the band life kind of programmed me that way. I developed that kind of sleeping habit. I was able to, once I get 3 4 hours of sleep, I good. Not now though. Pandemic spoiled me. I catch back on my sleep for pandemic.
Hey, for real, man. Get we home for real, brother. All right, so you
Yeah,
balance out
man.
school, you playing the bass, right? Who don't make the design? Who's the designer? Who's the team? Who's the team behind a ballon?
Um, it's mainly me. I would say that sometimes I would get, believe it or not, I don't take advice from everybody. You know what I'm saying? I might hear it out and put that on the backbone. Like, yeah, it might work. But if it's, you don't get a feeling, you got a feeling it within you. I don't know for some, I got a vibe. If I feel something is going to work based on what I've been doing for a while, or maybe I might say, okay, that could work, but I'll try that a little later. They're saying a time for it. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, well, maybe now is the time to try something new. And it's hit or miss, man. It's either you're going to make it shot or you're going to miss
Failure ever teach you anything? When you think that you fail and they teach you anything?
everything. Failure is everything. I embrace failures. A lot of the times, even my friends know they'll be like, "Paul, you just lose all this money. You waste all this time doing that. What you out of that?" It was a trade. At least I know what don't work. And that's a quote I live by for Thomas Edison.
Mhm.
I have failed. I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that don't work. That doesn't work.
You see, because the reason
That's
I
how I
ask,
see it as.
yeah, and the reason I ask you that because a lot of people watch people like you and say, "Hey, this man doing good with himself," but they think it just come like that. You know what I'm saying? He probably got
Mm-mm.
this nights and
Uh-uh. I have lost. I have lost money. I won't even call the number. If I call the number, you'll be like, "No way." You'd quit one time.
yeah.
And this is ain't nothing. I guarantee you. I don't care how much schooling you had, how much business classes you had. Ain't nothing like the real thing. When you lose from your pocket and it's your last, that hurt more than a bus chest. Trust me. I rather take a card. I'm telling you right now. I rather take a card.
Because the man call his own man say he thought Legion was dumb, but he run with it and they walk it. Then the man say the man was overqualified for master, then he become a teacher, teach English. How long you teaching for?
A year and a half.
About a year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half.
So you kill it in
Yeah.
the middle of a semester?
No, I started January. I started mid semester part time. I
Okay.
started the summer. I taught summer courses, and then I said, you know what? Let me give it one more try. Because I honestly I didn't want to be a teacher. I didn't want to be a teacher, and then I gave it a try as a full time for 1 full year, and couple months into it, I was like, nah, this ain't for me at all. I was like, I can't see myself doing this for the next 29 years to retire. No way, no way, never.
And that's it.
But I stayed because of the children. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you go ahead. It's your interview.
Yeah, I stayed because of the children. I love the kids, man. There's that's a different love, man. Honestly, that's a different love.
I tell her, you know, y'all they know, a lot of people they know how to teach. You have a few people say, this no.
I mean, it's crazy though, because when I came out and I told everybody, I announced it that I'm teaching, everybody was laughing. Like it was a big joke. It was like, never, Porter, you know that I'm teacher. Oh God, I'm cheering them doom. And then I thought for the year, they saw the amount of change and growth within the students, and they were like, when I announced that I wasn't I ready to resign, they was like, why you quitting? And I'm like, you just, so it just shows that you can't please everybody, Mister. You really can't please everybody.
And well, a little bit about education. So you teach it for a while, you don't complain a lot about education. I always say pay the teachers, brother. To fix education, please.
Let me tell you a little joke, right? Teachers don't get paid enough. I wouldn't wish this on my. If I was already in it, if I put in more years, I would have talked it out and finished it. But I only did a year. I don't know nothing to nobody. I finished a year. I don't have no ties. I finished it. I finished a student. I completed a year and I left. I didn't leave nobody hanging. Because when I came, not to talk bad about education or whatever, but I want to briefly touch on it. When I came, the students didn't have a teacher for a couple months. So they just, and that's how I say, like, they just was sitting down there in the auditorium and I'm like, how you could do this to the kids? And then, like, I don't like the decisions made from the higher ups. I honestly feel like ain't no way you gonna know what's going on the battlefield if you don't talk with your soldiers. Straight up and down.
True. But that's like my ex-wife used to teach, and I used to say, I used to be like, yo, I don't think you should be doing this, because she put a lot of time into it, like a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, you don't be attached to it, man. So it's a rewarding job and it's a hard fulfilling job. But at the end of the day, bills got to get paid, man. Unless you read this is something you passionate about, and don't do it. This ain't for the kind heart at all.
Where your shop there? Your shop still in
My shop is located on Castle Coakley, next to Thomas Bakery, directly next to Professional Cuts Barber Shop. On the right of me is Game Time, this sports bar and restaurant.
Nice. So, but that's a nice little strip then. That is a nice little strip. Get some things.
Yeah, it created a little vibe, and it's like how I got this spot. It was so crazy. Like I said, a lot of failures to touch, but you probably get questions and I cut you off. This is my problem.
Go ahead, man.
No, so when I was in Frederickstead, originally the first store that I had was on King Street, Frederickstead, and it was right about fair time, and the landlord here went up and the rent like almost triple, and he's like, you got 2 weeks to move, and I was like, how the hell I gonna do this? And I pack in and I pack in my stuff and I just cussing and I vex, I blue vex. Because I done invested, I won't call it number, money into this shipment for agriculture fair. And I'm like, I only have this 1-bedroom apartment. Where the hell is this thing gonna fit? So my friend Terrence, shout out to Terrence, he's like, hey, I'm getting a spot here. The man was trying to get to you, so what you say, you want it? I said, whatever it is, I don't care. It could have been a hole in the wall. I want it. You understand? I want it. And God make it so, God, bad mind no prosper. God gonna protect you all the time, you understand? I pray on it. And in 3 days, I found this spot.
Most definitely, man. That's a blessing. But you don't do shop talk.
Oh, yeah.
about?
ShopTalk came about. It was just random. I would just do it. I honestly did it to promote myself. A lot of the stuff that came about was just to promote awareness of the brand and myself. I wasn't a person that was into being on the camera, talking on microphone, and the only time you would hear me talk on the mic is if I DJ. I don't sing, I don't perform, I'm not a cat. I would dance a little thing behind the guitar or whatever. You get the most reaction out of me behind the guitar. Put me in front of the mic, oh god.
Yeah, stop with that.
So I had to come out my comfort zone, come out my shell, and I just did the ShopTalk, and ShopTalk turned out to be something great. No? Like people will look forward to it. Like if I don't do it sometimes, they'll be like, "What going on? We here for you." Right now, I just promoted my YouTube channel. That's why I'm
Nice.
focusing on right now.
And I was
But
going
it's
to ask you
dope.
about
It's
that.
dope.
I was going to ask you about the YouTube channel.
Okay. We get on to that later. That's
No,
fine.
no, no.
I have
Get to it.
nothing
No.
but time.
That we talk about it. YouTube channel. What about?
Okay, so I created a webisode series called Follow the Legion, and it's basically everything that has to do with me. My YouTube name is Pollo Goodings, Pollo Goodings, Goodings, Good Ings, and it's pretty much what goes on in my basic life. And I started this is a deeper meaning to it. You know, St. Paul, the reason why behind it, why I did this here. Um, a lot of the times we in the VI, we like to rely on stories. So
Yeah.
if I tell Paul, and Paul tell Omi, and Omi tell Evie, by the time we reach Evie, it's 6 different versions of the story. We as black men, honestly, I'm going to be serious with you, we need to document what's going on in it, because this is Virgin Islands history. This is history in the making. That's how I feel about it.
And that's a good way to put it. I mean, people don't like that reality, but it's the truth. You know, that really freak up people, but you're a truthful man. You've been doing some art. Recently, you've been doing some art colliding with True. Was it Trill? Was it next brand?
Yeah. Trill figure. That's my boy Rain, man. Rain Chesterfield. He's a bass player for Jammers HP. He owns Stamp It, which is a custom printing company. And believe it or not, we had several conversations prior to opening both our businesses. He started a little after me, and I was kind of like, he don't tell me this all the time. He said, "Dude, bro, you don't even know you motivate me more than you than anything in this world right now, because a lot of the time I know people won't say it, but I said I started things first in a sense. I won't say I was the first to do everything, but businesses became more popular, or you have a different sense of pride when you say you got a business now. Like people doing the license, promoting the brand, getting logos, doing everything the proper way. You understand? And it's like he said, you motivate me to do better, because he had his store, and that was his first time ever setting up his shop as a retail shop. He only had it as an office to come in, come out, do your designs, and then you go right back out. And when I pitched the idea to him, he was like, let me do it, you know?
Most definitely. And both of y'all is bass.
Bass player, yeah.
How you get into bass? How long you start playing bass? How long ago that was? When you start?
In high school, I started with Styly Band, playing bass with Styly Band. I was actually like a rhythm programmer first. I had a band before that, Star Band. I don't want to talk too much about that. That would give. We had a little band, man. We had a little band. That was Kylo's first band.
Okay, Star Band.
So that's how we Star Band. We had a one hit song, Mango Man. Oh man, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, but that's a blessing. You're very talented DJ teacher. You're doing all of the your shop and you get into merch because you wanted to get into it. You started, and so you're an artist. You draw a lot.
I wouldn't say too much of the artist thing. I have written songs. I've written songs for him. That's about it. I won't really. I don't care for the spotlight like that. A lot of times they will say written by Slightly Band, but I've helped out or either come up with concepts. I'm very creative. I would say that much. I would say that about myself. I'm very creative.
Most definitely. I want to ask you something. Crime in the VI. Before I get into the shooting of the question, crime in the VI. If you had the power right now to slow it down, what you would have done?
Right now, why doing? I thinking back on my childhood because I grew up in it was rough at the time, Camborico, and a lot of the times my mother, really shout out to my mother, Anita Gibbs. She kept me busy. Well, I kept her busy in a sense because I was in karate, I was in baseball, I was in everything. I tried everything. I even tried basketball for a little bit. Um, and I feel like because these things die down, they got idle and they look for attention elsewhere. Because a lot of the bandman them I know now, some of them I met playing baseball. That's
Wow,
just one thing.
that
So
make a lot of sense too.
yeah, you when you have think about it, right, Paul? You go to school, you finish school, you go either end up in music, you have baseball, you have football, you have soccer, you have volleyball. By the time I reach home, it's to eat, do my homework, bed, and sleep to do it again. Me, trying to who going out on the top to sell pop? Not me. I cannot
real,
try to do that.
real time.
And because of all my mother gonna ask me, where you going this hour of the night? So it has to deal with a little bit of parenting and activities, extracurricular activities. Right now, I'm trying to do something now that I'm in the power of giving back to the community. I'm hosting a flag football tournament in November, Thanksgiving weekend. I got one team from St. Thomas and 5 teams from St. Croix, possibly 6. So that's something I trying to do. Ain't really a money making thing for me. I just really trying to do something. I played with Knights, a football team right here. They were grumpy old men at first, and I tried it out and I ended up liking it. And they were like, "Well, you don't try and do a tournament?" And I was like, "Okay, well, let me try." I said, "Man, I ain't scared to lose. I ain't scared to lose money. I like to gamble, so I
Mhm.
would risk it. I'm not afraid to risk it. If I have it, I gonna give back. If I feel like it's necessary or worth it, I gonna spend it out
Most
to
definitely.
enter it. So if that's something that's going to keep them, that's even if it's okay. So each team is 20 man on a roster. That's
Mhm.
20 less children on the street. That's how I see it as.
Yep.
And their friends, their girlfriends, whoever it is, their fan support, whatever it is to get more, to incorporate more people in it, give them a job. Might need a water boy, might need a volunteer to carry. I don't care. You want to be a part of it? Come, do something. You understand? I rather you here than there.
And a lot of us agree with a lot of recreation for these, and because I remember a time on St. Croix where you could have played basketball any time of the week and almost any basketball court at one point.
Oh man, I wasn't even a basketball player. I was garbage. Like think of the worst player at Third Street. But I would play
Yeah, your
because my
problem is you're
friends
too
were
honest.
playing.
You're too
I
honest.
don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I know
Yeah,
my strong points. I know my strong points. I'm gonna stick to it. I know what I'm good at.
yeah, yeah.
But I played because of my friends played. Kaido played. Swangs played. Swangs was really good. Kaido was really good. I
Mhm.
know a lot of the bar players from growing up at William Court. We play at William Court, and I would play. Sometimes they would be taking up space, but it's really a sweat for me. And I come and play with them, and that was just something all of us did. And if I get baseball, they would come to my game them and watch me play. So that's me plus 2 other people that's not on the street doing something stupid.
Most definitely. And of course, people want to know about, everybody know, you know, Kylo was like your good friend. I mean, he sang in the band with you. And
Best
we
friend.
know that
We
you
a
have
lot closer than.
see the reaction from you. It really hit you hard. You know, when I tell people about him is that I remember when I was trying to get young people to vote back in 2014, and I tell him, man, you got to come and talk to these young people about, you know, vote. Just tell them to vote. They're going to listen to you. Because I've seen y'all do something in the village I've never seen before, where one night they were dead. We standing up, we like, man, we got to go. We ain't got nothing going on. Then now you come on stage and I don't know where these people come from. I don't know if they come from the pit, down in the pit. They have a little pit there in the west. I don't know where they come from, but all of a sudden the village ram out. And when I tell you, all you gotta do is tell him to vote, he would run from me, right? So one day I say, hey Kylo, don't forget me, you know. He say, you know what I'm gonna do? I tell you, I'm gonna give you an Obama speech. I said, dude, I want an Obama speech. I just wanted to just tell him to vote, brother. You know, but that's the kind of man he was. You know, people want to know like how you feel about it and, you know, how you deal with it every day. Being like 3 years now, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it's about to be 3 years in December. The 17 them and got.
And they kind of kill y'all band. So y'all into the big band thing, y'all do music. Is it more because
we changed.
chase him, or y'all say it's a better route to go as a band?
Honestly, we got forever still because Taliban
Most definitely.
can't stop it. We decided to have that legacy rest with him. You know, excuse me. We have the legacy rest with him, and we decided that we gonna still play because of him, but because of respect, we want Taliban legacy to stop right there. The name Taliban stop. By me, at the end of the day, gonna still think.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I want to shoot you some questions, right? And it's just some questions. You don't have to answer, but you can answer. But before we do that, two things. You have a pop-up tour coming up, or it passed already?
It passed. It was last weekend.